All right, we're about to go live. We are live. And Instagram is live. There we go. Give you guys a second to come online. We're live on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, and away we go. Away we go. Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Getting it started. We just started the live, guys. Just kicked it off. And we're going to jump right in as soon as we get some of our buddies in from YouTube, waiting for the rest of the crew to get on. And we're going to talk about a couple things. Letitia James indicted, Trump peace deal. We also have, I'm going to maybe do a little recap on what I talked about Islam earlier. So we could talk about that for those of you that want to talk about Islam. Let me just put that in there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to talk about it. Let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. I'm going to just do a last minute. Let's just put it right there. The problem with Islam. Let's go. Let's just do this. Problem with Islam. So just waiting for you guys to come online while we get this kicked off. Got a few things ready lined up for us. State Line, what's up, buddy? Good evening, sir. How are you? Good to have you on. We are getting dialed in here, getting set up. We're going to talk. I'm going to do a quick recap of what I believe or what to me are some of the problems with Islam. And then we're going to go from there. Okay. So we'll do a slight recap, bro. I'm fast usually. Yes, you are, sir. I appreciate you, man. You are the man. I want to do a quick recap, and then we want to jump into some Gutfeld and some Letitia James and some other stuff. And, you know, we got a couple fun things lined up. And let's see. So YouTube is still getting warmed up. Let's jump into... let me see here, bro. Let me just pull this aside for us. All right, and I'll pop that in there for us. And then let's kick it off here, bro. State Line, everything's good, man. Doing good. I just got done with the gym. I did upper body today. And then I did 35 minutes straight in the sauna. And did a good swim. So it was nice, bro. Did a good workout. So we're dialed in. Still waiting for some of the people on YouTube to jump in. They're getting warmed up. Looking good. What is my problem with Islam? What is the problem with Islam? What is your problem with Islam? Let's see. All right, dude. So I'm going to just go through it. We'll get warmed up with my problems with Islam. Maybe we'll start off with Paulina Luna. State Line. That's for you, bro. Paulina Luna. We got Carolyn. We got Caitlin. Caitlin Collins from CNN. And Mary Margaret. Aloha? No. Olahan. There we go. All right, so we got that out of the way. Now let's kick it off. I'm gonna do a quick run through. This is a recap from this morning. This morning I talked about what I consider to be my issues with Islam, and then we're gonna go into some of the current events that are happening right now or today, and then we'll go from there. Now, as I stated earlier, Islam is a hot topic. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm not Jewish, I'm not Christian, I'm not Muslim, I'm not any religion, but I do have my thoughts on Islam and I want to talk about it. I'm not the end-all be-all, I'm not the authority. I don't think I know everything. I'm ready to learn more. Show me the way if you have some other points that you want to make, and we'll go through it. So again, those of you just joining, I'm just going to run through this. I don't think I'm an authority. I don't think I'm God. I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think that I'm the end all be all. I'm just giving you my thoughts on Islam, and you tell me what you think are your thoughts. I'm happy to learn more. I watched debates for 20 plus years with the most prominent figures in all of these different major religions that are around us now. And I learned a lot. And what I did learn from all of that is, for me, I don't have a religion. I'm just going to run through this. Vico and everyone, hello from Instagram side. I'm just doing a quick run through on this so we can see what's up, and we'll go from there. Random says Islam is lame, so there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be digested here, and I think we all feel a certain way about everything, and definitely a certain way about Islam. Definitely England and France feels a way about Islam right now. Same with Netherlands, aka Holland. And you can say that Dearborn, Michigan feels a way about Islam now that they're putting Arabic on their police uniforms. So let's get started and let's jump right in. My first one is Islam does not tolerate criticism, aka, and there's also this thing called fatwa. Random, did you not know that? Hope all's well, bro. Vico, missed you at the gym, bro. Let's go, baby. Saw your buddy there. Dude, random, did you not know that in Dearborn, Michigan, they're having Arabic put on the police uniforms? Did you know that? Okay. Oh, he says there is another random in here. Is he trolling you, bro? There can only be one. Oh, shoot. All right, here we go. So, Islam does not tolerate criticism well. They do not. If you so much as draw a picture of Muhammad, they put a fatwa on you and they come out and try to behead you. And they did that successfully to a teacher. And they had multiple attempts on a reporter. And they have gone after and made, I think, 3 attempts now on Salman Rushdie. And on Salman Rushdie for talking about it in one of his books. State line, I didn't know this. Trump still has a $40 to $50 million fatwa on him. So they're not very tolerant. If you talk about Islam, they lose their minds and go crazy, and they want to do harmful things to you. Okay, that's the first and foremost. The second bone that I have to pick is when Islam grows and becomes the prominent religion in a country, it usually takes over its government. It demands that all the people live under the laws of the religion Islam. Not cool, not great. Not everybody wants to be forced to be a religion. Next, Islam oppresses the people it governs. So when it becomes the majority, it starts to force the people in that country to be that way. And a CJM on Instagram says, sickening situation. Is Trump going to help? I think Trump has been a catalyst to help because of Trump, countries in Europe are standing up for themselves. England, France, they're starting to stand up for themselves under what's called nationalism. We're not talking about Nazis. We're not talking about extremists. We're talking about just people that want to retain their country. People that want to, I'm not, the word's not coming to me, but preserve their country. So anyway, then when Islam comes in and becomes a majority of the country, they take over. Then when they take over, they use Islam to govern the people of the country. And usually that means they oppress a major portion of the population and all of the population to some extent as well. Examples: women have to wear certain things. Women cannot have education. Women cannot vote. Women, and I'm not saying all, I'm saying in many cases. Bro misspelled tolerate. Oops, did I misspell it? Did I misspell it, bro? My bad. My bad. Is that right? Thank you. Raw Rag says, true. Thank you, sir. Give you 3 guesses. Beepus. How are Christians different? Exactly the same. We'll talk about that. CL Jim says, should I be afraid? Afraid of what? No worries, man. Spelling is hard. I know. I was a spelling bee champ at some point, but it's okay. It's all good. Let's just reply before I go to the next points here, okay? So I'm going to reply to you guys so that we can have a dialogue. So Silver Jester says, you ain't stopping them, brother. All good, man. I'm just talking, man. Ronald Veens says, how are Christians different? Exactly the same? Not quite. We are a country that is majority Christian, and Christianity is not the ruling body of our country, and Christianity is not oppressing the people of our country. Same thing with the majority of the westernized countries. They, for the most part, were Christian. Many of them still are. Some of them are now debatable if they are or not. But they don't become the ruling governing body, and they don't oppress the people of the country. So it's not the same. Furia says, so European colonialism gets a pass, right? Nah, this is karma for endless wars in the Middle East. No, bro, we're talking about right now. As of right now, we can listen, we can go back in time and pick any specific year back in time and say that any group of human beings have done something wrong. Okay? That's a given. And we can say that about Christianity. Yes, I am aware that Christianity did some horrible things as well. We're talking about the current dialogue and what's currently happening in the world. That's what we're saying. So, but thank you. I want to have the dialogue, so I appreciate you jumping in and talking, guys. Thank you. And that's what my channel is about. It's about discovery and talking to each other. Beepus says, so why cherry pick then? We're not cherry picking. We're talking about the current state of affairs. We're not cherry picking. Currently, this is what Islam is doing, and that's what's happening. And we only have so much time in an evening. Thank you, Random. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. And the conversation will end up all over the place. Thank you. So in an effort to keep us on track, we're just talking about Islam because it's a major topic. Obviously, the peace deal just happened with a country that, or a people that are forever, in my opinion, have struggled to manage and govern themselves because they chose to have Islam as their identity. So there's that. And we can talk about that too, if you want. All right. Maybe a different religion is the problem. Let me see. Let me just see here. What about the Jewish? So we're talking about Islam. I'm not Jewish. This is not a Jewish channel. This is not a Jewish thing. I'm not against Jewish. I'm not a Jewish. This is not paid by Jewish. This is like anything like that. So that's all it is. This is about Islam because we are focusing on Islam, but we will also talk about a little bit of how it affects other state of affairs. Now that we got that out of the way, Zionism channel, no sir. Well, depends on what you call Zionism, but I am not. This is not a. I'm going to do air quotes Zionism channel in probably the sense that you mean it. This is just it. This is not. Random says I am against organized religion. Yeah, I am not religious in any way. Yeah. So at least be less biased. How am I being biased? I'm just stating how I feel, and then you can talk. So instead of calling me biased, have a conversation with me. That's all I'm asking. Let's talk, guys. I spoke about this morning. I'm doing a recap, and I'm kind of revisiting this discussion, and we are going to kind of let you guys have a voice in the evening. Okay, that's the whole point. KCG Christine says they are not implementing anything here in America. They are not that strong. They only think they are. I really hope they're deported. This doesn't belong here. And she also, I believe it's a she. She also says, at least people are starting to realize how important it is to know exactly what they're about. Yeah, we're talking about it because this is a major conversation. This is not a one-sided thing that you guys are talking about, and we'll go from there. What is the religion? Your KKK grandpa and Austrian painter? Not sure what you mean. I don't know if you're talking to me or maybe you're talking to someone else in the chat. I'm just reading the chat, guys, here. Okay? When I look like here, I'm constantly reading the chat. Okay? So that's the whole beauty of this. Propaganda channel, lol. No, not sure what you mean, but we're just talking, bro. We're just talking. So I'm letting you speak, Stone. So you're having a platform. There's no such thing as Islamophobia. Okay? There's no such thing. All right. Hans. Yeah. All right. So let's continue. So Islam oppresses the people it governs. In most of the countries that it governs, it makes women wear certain things. And okay, so you are demonic. Haha, you are demonic. At some point, if all you're going to do is call names, I'm going to remove you from the channel. Okay, we're trying to talk, bro. So if you're not able to have a discussion, have dialogue, then we'll go from there. But the stone is proving the first point on the screen. Merowyn, you're absolutely right. Islam does not tolerate criticism, and stone is a great thing on it. He says, I don't. Okay, cool, all good. So you don't have to care then. Perfect. We'll see you next time on another. We won't. We won't. So he's done. So guys, all I want to do is talk. If you guys don't want to talk, and you just want to call names, and you just want to whatever, and bully people or whatever it is that you're trying to do, or not be tolerant of criticism, then I'm gonna kick you out. A Soap says, Alhamdulillah for being Muslim. More power to you, buddy. I don't have anything against specific people, Muslim people. Actually, some of my best friends are Muslim. I'm a descendant of people that were Muslim. Okay, so it's not even like that. And I think, guys, you'll do much better asking questions from me rather than calling me names and stuff like that. Monster Hunter says, you know you're speaking truth when people mock you. Okay. I sort of agree with that. Beepus says, I think the fact that we've practically destroyed these people's infrastructure is enough criticism. I don't agree with that. And oh yeah, all messages. Thanks, random. God, I keep forgetting about that. There you go. All messages are set now. I don't agree with that. Random, where's the other? Oh, Rob Random. That's the other random. There's the other random in the chat, guys. All right. Han says, nice to see subs going up. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it, man. Yes, the subscribers are going up. People want to be part of a conversation. People want to be part of dialogue, and that's what I want to do. That's why I just removed someone that was not wanting to talk and was not tolerant at all of criticism or to hear anything. Have you heard of what's happening in Dearborn, Michigan? I just spoke about that earlier, and is part of the reason why I'm talking about Islam right now, because everyone's talking about Islam, okay? Everyone's talking about Islam. Random looks like triggered the other random. So random is saying there can only be one. Oh no, here we go. Beepus says, you're being blatantly disingenuous if you can't acknowledge that. What am I being disingenuous about? say that. Instead of just saying that I am something, tell me what you're trying to say. If I'm being disingenuous, what am I being disingenuous about? Making fun of my religion? No, not making fun. I'm stating my thoughts and my ideas and my beliefs, and then you're welcome to do and say whatever you want from there. Troll hunters is probably a really good troll. I guess he's trolling in the chat, possibly. What is your purpose in this life then? I don't know if there is a purpose. You don't need to be honest. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but it's all good, bro. What is your purpose of life? I don't know if there is a purpose in this life. Maybe I'll figure it out one day. Jetta Pro says, idiot. Jetta Pro, talk to us, bro. Have dialogue. Don't call names. What happened in Dearborn? I'll show you a picture of what happened in Dearborn. Dearborn Arabic Police. This is what happened in Dearborn. The police are now wearing Arabic. They're going to be, or are currently wearing Arabic patches. You see? Can you see that on your screen? I don't know if you can or not, bro, but there it is. See if I can make it bigger for you. There. Dearborn Police. This people asking what happened to Dearborn. There you go. Jetta Pro says, and you as human don't. Okay, so Jetta Pro is not understanding. No purpose. A fly has purpose, and you as human don't. Absolutely beautiful. It was a Hebrew. You would have cared. Yes, I would have cared if it was Hebrew. Good question. At least you're asking a question. Dang, super chat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm trying to read the name. The name. Shoot, I can't. Let me see if I can see the name. Alistair. Thank you, sir. He says, what do you think about the West empowering Islamists over secularists? Muslims have turned away from them, but we force the Islamists, then import them. Very good question. Very good question. What do you think about West empowering Islamists over secularists? I think that's what's happening right now. I think that's the question. I think that's why you're seeing what you see on the screen. What do I think about it? I don't think it's cool. I don't think we should be pushing any specific religions, and I don't think that we should allow a religion to take over any type of Western civilization. Western civilizations are based off of separate, for the most part, I should say, not all, separation of church and state, which is what makes Western civilizations so strong and hard to contend with, because we don't have religions forcing their way on top of us, upon us. Muslims have turned, and I'm reading the super chat still, so thank you, Alistair. I really appreciate it, man. Good looking out. Thank you. This is me for the first time ever making money doing what I love. I make money. I have other businesses that I operate, guys, that allow me to make money, that I make money off of. I killed myself to create those, by the way, so it wasn't easy. But I have other businesses that I operate, multiple businesses that make me enough money so that I can have time back to myself, so I can do what I love. This is what I love, and thank you for allowing me to actually make money doing what I love. I would love to one day make good money doing what I love. That would be a wonderful life. Maybe that comes to the point of someone says, what is your purpose? Maybe this could be my purpose. I don't know. Muslims have turned away from them, but we force the Islamists, then import them. I'd like to know more about what you mean. But I know that we have been importing into a lot of Western civilizations. England, France, Netherlands, US. Australia, I think not so much. So I'm going to keep going. Marty Story says, Muhammad is a false prophet. Hans says, many things are Hebrew in USA. NYU has a Hebrew creed. I'd have to look at that. I don't know about that. But the part that bothers me the most is the fact that when I guess the bigger issue is when Islam does become a prominent religion, it quickly wants to be the governing body of the religion. Okay? And someone on the Instagram side says, do we have to tolerate this? We want them gone. So there's a lot of different points of view on this, obviously. L. Haynes says, no more Islamists in America. Don't let them in. Muslims are inherently violent and want to take over. Poor Dearborn, Michigan. Muslims must be banned from blaring to call to worship on loudspeakers. Jeddah Pro says, what do you know about Islam besides propaganda news? I've been researching religion, but more so I've been heavily into religious debates for 20 plus years. Not me personally debating it, and I'm not, as I said in the beginning of this live, I'm not a professional. I'm not the authority. I'm not the end all be all. I am just like you. I am learning, and I'm giving you my opinion, and I'm willing to learn from you as well. I have learned from the most prominent leaders of these major religions who debated each other on national stages, on TV, on YouTube, on wherever their platforms are. I watched them and paid very close attention for 20 plus years. But that still doesn't make me the authority. I'm just learning. What do you know about Islam? I've had family, some of my family are Islam. I'm a descendant of Persians. Okay. Name. Oh, let me see what he says here. What does he say here? Nothing but a religion of hate and pedos. No one here. I'm just reading your chats. No one here likes Iron Man. Iron Man. And which website and from where did you learn it from? From all over, Jeddah Pro. All over. I can't. We could be here all night. Many websites, many videos, many TV shows, many stages. I've been learning a lot. I've been trying to do my best to learn. Jeddah Pro's Shapiro? No. Jeddah Pro says not Persian. Persians are liars. Qasim Mohammed says Persians are liars. Okay. Jeddah Pro says Irani. I say Persian. You say Irani. I say Persian. Iron Man turned to steel in a magnetic field when he was saving your ass. He says Persia was an empire. The people were Persians back in the day, and I'm a descendant of the people, and so I call myself Persian. You can't force me to use your words. I can use my words if I want to. Just like you can't make me call you a they, them. I won't call you a they, them. Yeah. You can't force your trans ideologies on me either. Okay, so Hinduism is for alpha males. Hulk and Iron Man are the best Marvel things. Okay. All right, we got some action here. Hello, I'm born and raised Muslim. It's unfortunate that many believe my faith to be hostile towards them. Wishing you and all the best. May Allah guide you towards the truth. I don't wish for Allah to guide me towards the truth. I don't believe in a type of a God that's a man in the sky or a thing. I'm not that kind of a guy. I'm not into religions. But I appreciate you coming in the chat and telling us about you being Islam, born and raised. I'm giving my thoughts, and I'm happy for you to give us your thoughts. I want to learn from you, and hopefully I can take something away from you as well. Even if you don't learn anything from me or take anything away from me, or maybe you can learn from other people in the chat. This is really all of us just talking together. My favorite thing in the whole wide world is to discover new things and to do it with other people, and that's all I'm doing. This is my favorite thing in my whole wide world. I make money doing other things so that I can do this, because this is my favorite thing. I'd rather do this than go anywhere, have no vacation, nothing to me is as good as this. That's just what it is. Call it what you want. Christ is God, amen. King James says that. Okay. Zeke says feelings on Hamas, pro-Palestinian here. Zeke, I have my feelings on Hamas. I think Hamas is a terrorist group. That's just I think they're just radical Islamist extremists. Okay, that's my take on Hamas. Ellen Rodden says, when Persia was an empire, there was no Islam. Correct. You're exactly right. Persians were never Islam. Never Muslim. Persians were Zoroastrian at some point, and before then they were not a religion that was Zoroastrian. They were something else, and I don't know what that is because I'm not going to act like I know everything. But what I will say is Persians were not Muslim. Persians, when they finally got conquered by Arabs forced them to be Muslim, or else the Arabs would kill them. And I don't think that's cool. Thank you. Just wanted to know. Thank you, Zeke. It's all good, man. Honestly, bro, like I said, I just want to have a good discussion with you guys. Please stop. Don't call people names. Don't call me names. If you have something that you want to know about me, ask me. I'm an open book. I have no bad dogs here. I don't have anything against anybody. And all I want to do is talk and learn. Okay, I'm going to go through my list. I'm going to keep going through the list, and then you guys can tell me how you feel about stuff, okay? Here we go. Okay, here we go. My thing is this. Islam does not tolerate criticism very well. It has done death threats on Salman Rushdie. It actually attempted to murder Salman Rushdie and was not successful. If you make a drawing of the Prophet Muhammad, they consider that something that you can be killed for. I don't think that's cool. If women do something with their clothing, that's like, I don't know. If the people in their own countries that they run say something against the religion, they'll go to jail. And I know because, again, I have ancestors, or I'm Persian, so I know a lot of Iranians, and I grew up in Southern California, and I know a lot of people that are Muslim. I have best friends that are Muslim. I grew up with them. I went to mosque with best friends that were Muslim. Okay, so I'm not like a Muslim hater. I'm not a Muslim, like, whatever you want to call me. I'm not that. I've actually gone to mosque. I've actually gone to mosque multiple times with friends. Alistair, thank you again, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you for the super. He says, I totally agree. Why do we remove the secular Muslim governments? Most Muslims don't care about this. You are a great example. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate that. And I'm glad we agree on that. Yeah, it's just is the only one of, so I'm gonna go through this list. I want to get through because I do want to jump in the chat and be 100% in the chat, but because I'm kind of like focusing on a few things here. Let me go through this. I know you guys are talking. If there's a question for me, please at me, because I'm just gonna run through this. Okay, just do at medication, and conversation is a necessary evil. I agree. Okay, let's keep going. Islam is not very tolerant of people that are in their countries that they run, and it's not very tolerant of people that do things outside of their country. Death threats, attempted, killings of Salman Rushdie, and reporters and teachers that just they beheaded a teacher for just drawing a picture of the Prophet Muhammad. And there's so many other things. People that speak against it. State Line said there's apparently still a fatwa on the president of the United States. So apparently they have a $40 or $50 million fatwa on President Trump. Crazy. Anyway, when Islam becomes the prominent religion in a specific country, it wants to become the governing body and force the religion onto the people. And that's where you see Iran forcing women to wear stuff. You see Iran making women second-class citizens. Iran doing all these things. You see Afghanistan, women can't educate themselves. Women can't go to school. Women can't vote. Women, all these. You guys get the point. And that also goes for Islam oppresses the people it governs. Okay, it oppresses the people it governs. Again, it oppresses women. Women are second class citizens. Women can't vote. Women can't get educations. Women can't this. Women can't that. I mean, we can go on for days. All of the population can't drink. They can't do pork. They can't do this. They can't do that. They just oppress. They don't give you a chance to have your own mentality. I'm not saying all. I'm saying majority of them that have become that way. Medication. Mr. Anderson says 7,000 Nigerian Christians killed by Fulani Muslims and Boko Haram jihadists peaceful? No. Not at all, sir. Enver Music says, you have no clue what the F you are talking about. Actually, you do, but you are just disgusting propaganda piece of crap. Enver Music, thank you for joining my live stream. Please refrain from calling names. If you have a discussion, something you want to talk about, I'm happy to have you. If not, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to boot you. I'm going to kick you out of the channel. Okay? Just simple as that. I want to talk. I want to learn. Muslims do not recognize the laws of non-Shari law government. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Nobody calling you smelly dude yet. Sounds like an infection, yeah. Islam does so. Okay. Now, Islamic countries openly wish death to others. That's a problem. I know firsthand, I've seen it when I went and visited the country my parents are from. And we all see it in a lot of places. Enver Music is telling me to F off like I really want to talk or listen to you. You don't have to, brother. You don't have to. Now you're out. You can listen to us, but we're not gonna put up with that. We want to talk, man. That's all. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm reading your guys' chat here. So the Quran demands Islam to be spread to all lands. Epic Killer says, which others that commit war crimes against them? No. So they make blanket statements. They say death to USA, death to Islam. Death to USA, death to Israel, and then they also say death to Western civilizations. They want to get rid of the Western way of life. Cassie Cato says, dude is totally live. 100% we are live. I don't, you talking about my stream? Yeah, we're live as it gets, bro. We are live, brother. What about the Crusades? What about the Crusades? We're talking about currently. Lots of things have happened in the past. I can go back 1,000 years and pick out any group of people. I can go back to any year in history and pick any group of people and say they did something wrong. We're talking about right now. This is a conversation that's the whole world is talking about Islam right now, if you're not aware of that. So that's why we're talking about Islam. Currently, whoa, my beta fish just flipped out. What's wrong with Sherby? Sherby is losing it.
You want food?
No.
Hungry? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Should we feed? You want to give him a little food today? He just flipped out. What's wrong with him?
What do you mean flipped out? He doesn't like your talking.
He doesn't. He does. I think my beta fish. My beta fish is not liking us talking about Islam.
Medi, he's freaking out.
Can you give him that? Can you just pour that in the tank?
Oh, sure, he's sick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's eating, right?
I don't know. Hopefully my beta's okay, guys. My beta's flipping out. All right.
Have you tested his water recently?
No, I don't need to. His water's great.
What's wrong, Sherby?
I'll do a water change tomorrow. Jeez. Guys, I have a beta fish, and he just flipped out a little bit. He says, dude, fish don't hear. I know. I know, man. No, they don't hear.
What do you mean? Every time I tell it to look at me, he comes to me.
I know, but he just sees you, so he comes to you.
Wait, they don't hear? I talked to him.
Muslim women love American. That's KCUF is saying this. Take the fish for a walk, he says. You need to get an alpha fish, not a beta. My fish is a beta bear.
It's a fake thing.
All right, guys, let me keep going. I'm going to keep going, guys. So, Islamic countries wish death to others. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here, let me scroll up. Islamic countries create most terrorist organizations or help other countries create them. Epic Killer is trying to tell me about what the people of the country my parents came from and the translation. No, it literally means death to America. Epic Killer, look up Magbar America. I speak Farsi too, bro. Even though I'm born and raised here in Southern California, I speak fluent Farsi, and I've been to that country. They even tell the children in their schools daily, Magbar America. That means death to America. Magbar America, Magbar Israel. And Magbar, so however they say the Western civilization. I've heard it, bro. It is what it is. You can't lie to us.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
All right. Hopefully he's all right. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he was trying to sleep and I woke him up and he's just acting crazy, but maybe he just needs a little love, bro. He hasn't seen a woman in a long time. Anyway. Yeah, beta fish can live in the wild, but they go in corners and they have places they can hide, and they fight each other, man. It's a crazy world out there. All right. BB says, good that you have your family's native language. You know and take pride in your family heritage. I definitely do. I'm American first. I'm American first all the way to the bone. But I'm a descendant of Persians. But I'm very disappointed in what Islam has done to that country. Very highly disappointed. highly disappointed. It's very sad. Okay, so Ann Linky says, Epic, make no mistake. If given the opportunity, Muslims will force you to convert to Islam. It's kind of what the point that I'm making. Now let's go to the next point, guys. Okay, so I made these points. Let's go to the next point. Gray Grimley, there's a couple of us, if you get to know us, there's a couple of us that are into aquariums and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I have 3 aquariums in my office right here, right now. And I actually have one I could show you because I have an ecosystem where I keep a fish in it. It's a little tiny one too. Watch this. You guys want to see Pinky? Check it out. This is Pinky. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him, but if you look, this isn't here. Let me do a zoom out for you guys. Let me do a zoom out. Okay, so this is there's Miss Medication. There is a this is what I call, this is an eco tank. This is something from the kitchen. Basically, it's an extra piece of it's an extra glass container where you put your rice in or you put your spice in. We put like protein shake and creatine and stuff in it. This is an eco tank, and in this eco tank, I put one of my guppy babies. So you'll see Pinky come swimming around here somewhere. Where is he right now? Oh, he's on this side. Here, let me turn it. So now Pinky is right here. Let me go like this so you can see him. Pinky's right there. Anyway, these are all real plants. Everything's real. I do all real aquariums. All right. Gray Grimley, thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. All right. You'll get to know us, man. We're a good group. Even if you don't agree with us, we're a good group, man. We just want to talk and get to know each other. So if you guys are down for that, by all means, subscribe and join us, dude. It's a good time. Keep going. All right. All right. Next point here is Islam takes the country that it governs. It takes them back in time instead of progressing forward. That's a big problem. Whenever Islam does successfully become the government of its country and push Islam onto the people of that country, it takes the country back instead of progressing forward. Mo, good to have you, bro. Was trying to get you on the phone earlier this morning. But I missed you, man. I guess you have to go or something. But it's all good, bro. Good to have you now, if you're still here. Gray Grimley says, yeah, bro, effing found your stuff last night and I'm all for it. Love you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm all for you, dude. Let's talk and let's grow. Let's learn some stuff together. That's all. I mean, dude, imagine, guys, think about it. Think about it, guys. We are all alive right now at the same time on this earth. It's freaking cool. And I'm not trying to be a geek or nerd out or something like that, but it's honestly really cool. So let's enjoy the time we have together and let's be able to disagree. Mo says, Dubai is back in time, Qatar, Bahrain, Egypt, Malaysia. You can handpick some and say they are not back in time. They are with the times, and maybe a couple of those countries you named are progressing forward, which I will agree with you. So I'll give you that, Mo. But look at the ones that are actually run by radical Islam. Afghanistan, Iran, stuff like that. So, Truth, what's up, buddy? Good to have you. Truth says, we're not allowed to disagree. We're not allowed to disagree. What does that mean? Did I miss it? We're not allowed to disagree. We're not allowed to disagree. Gotcha. Okay. I thought you were responding to something. Let's go to the next final piece of this. And there's more, but this is just a little quick list, and I wanted to start discussing with you guys in the channel. Practicing Muslims assimilate less than most other religions, in my opinion. This one I know is subjective and it's debatable. Maybe not. But my point with this is not just people that say I'm Muslim and don't practice it and don't wear the hijab and don't, stop eating pork and don't, this and, where they don't pray 5 times a day, where they don't do all those things, or where they don't talk to other religions because they think they're dirty, where they don't have dogs because they consider dogs to be dirty, where they, I'm talking about practicing Muslims. A lot of them think other religions are not clean. They think pets are not clean. They think other things that other people do in these countries that they live in are not clean or not. I don't know if I want to say they're not good enough, but they're not to the standard of Islam that a practicing Islamic person would hold themselves to. Okay. Truth says haram. Yeah, there's stuff that are haram. So practicing Muslims don't intermingle as well as other religions. I'm not saying they don't intermingle. I'm saying they don't intermingle as much as other religions. And KCUF, how do we say your name? What does that name even mean? Oh, I see it. Okay, it's backwards for face. I'll just call you Face. Yes, Face, you can ask a question, bro. Go ahead, because I'm at the end of the list. So I'm done. So I said my pieces. Now, I'm saying practicing Muslims that are sticking to the religion and living the actual Quran or whatever what the religion is, they don't assimilate as much or as well as other religions assimilate. Yes, I know they have friends that are not Muslim, and yes, I know they assimilate in ways, and yes, I understand that. I'm just saying not to the level of other religions. Now, there's arguments to be had for people that are Amish, of course, but they're not like a mainstream religion like that. What's up, Justin? Justin's in. Glass Israel, they are evil, he says. They aren't to befriend infidels. Correct. Exactly, BB. Oh, somebody here says, Alan Duke says, I get dirty looks from them constantly in grocery stores with my service dog. Yes, I know that dogs are a problem for practicing Muslims. I know firsthand when I was a kid, because when I had relatives come over to our home that were Muslim, they lost it when my dog was there, when they saw my dog. I know that firsthand from that. And then I just learned it later in life too. Like they actually lost it. Totally lost it. Okay, so Face, did you ask your question and I missed it? Sorry, bro, if I did. He said, "Can I ask a question?" Let's see. Why do you? I'm sorry. Why do they strip little kids when they aren't their and why aren't their kid a gift? What does that mean? Oh, So he says, why do they strap bomb on little kids, and why aren't their kid a gift? Face, I wish and proud of it. Yeah, and Truth, are you speaking to what Face said? Yeah, I think that's insane, bro. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I think it's absolutely insane. It's a lot of it I can't explain. Like, none of us can comprehend. Face says kids are God's gift. I'm just kind of helping with the spelling. Kid are God gift. Kids are God's gift. I agree. I agree, buddy. Yes, I heard about the Dearborn mayor telling the minister he wasn't welcome anymore in a town hall meeting. I heard about that. Mitch says lots of religious people beat their children, but not what Face was saying. Oh, he was saying kafir. I was saying we're kafir and proud of it. I don't know what that means. Let me look that up. Kafir. I thought kafir is like some type of yogurt. Kafir. Oh, an insulting term for a black African is kafir. I was saying we're kafir. I'm proud of it. Yeah, exactly, bro. We're not up to par. I thought kefir is yogurt. I think it is yogurt. I think kefir is yogurt. Alistair says he's an infidel and proud, pronounced same as yogurt. Kefir. It is yogurt. It is yogurt, bro. Oh, kefir yogurt. Yogurt. Yeah, okay, it's kefir is Kefir. It's a little different spelling. Weird how kefir means a black African, yet it also means yogurt. Okay. Michael Webb says, dude, wow. What is he saying, dude, wow, to? Oh, Face says, I was in Afghanistan and was a USA soldier. Yeah, a lot of the guys that are close followers that are becoming family now, they're also they also served, bro. You might end up knowing someone. It's a term for non-Muslims. Kafir is a term for non-Muslims. Kefir. White yogurt. Mitch says kafir. I think it's a South African slur. Yes, thank you for your service, buddy. Face, thank you for your service, man. Sorry, I forgot to say that. And it's true. Hans, I'm a U.S. Army vet, been a few places. Hans, thank you, sir. And Truth, if you see Truth, if you guys see in the other chat right next, let me see. I'm pointing to it now. Hold on. In this chat right here, if you could see, Truth is in this chat, and he's also he also served. He says we're all a bunch of vets here. Thank you as well, Truth. You're the man. Jeremiah says Muslims say the Bible is corrupted, but the entire Torah points to Jesus as the coming Messiah, and the Quran says the word of God cannot be corrupted. Random says Truth needs to bring his ass over to YouTube and hang out with us. Truth probably has like 3 phones going right now. He's like, damn it. No. Alistair, is South African slur. It means dog in Zulu. They don't even insult them in Dutch. LOL. Yeah, South African is Dutch, but it's Zulu, dog in Zulu. Kaf is African slur. I didn't know that. You think that's where it's from? So aquarium is here on this side. That's truth. So he's on this side. Hopefully my beta's okay. He's looking a little better now, but maybe there's just something in the tank that I don't see that he's chasing. He's crazy, bro. He's a you a beta.
Beta male.
How many of you guys in the chat voted for
The Great White Hope.
How many of you voted for
The Great White Hope.
Oh, bro, it's trigger time, bro. It's trigger time. I'm gonna trigger everybody in the chat. Yes, sir, I did too. Right here, hell yeah. Grinder as in the app or the coffee guy. Oh man.
The Great White Hope.
Trigger, I mean to trigger all these guys in the chat with Trump.
Are you out of your cotton picking mind? Satan is your daddy. Satan is your daddy. Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Okay, guys, so we learned about coffee. I'm sorry, about yogurt. We learned about kafir. We learned about where you guys stand on religion. Mitch, here, I got one for Mitch. Hold on.
You are a Trump hater, and you are a beta male. You are a Trump hater, and you are a beta male.
Come on, Mitch.
You are a Trump hater, and you are a beta male.
You are a Trump hater, and you are beta male.
Beta. Beta male.
No, he's not, Jesse.
A feminine man is a weak man because he's a woman. He's a beta.
No, he's not, Jesse.
Yeah, he's a beta.
No, he's not.
He is a beta.
I know a lot of you guys are new beta, baby. Yeah. I know a lot of you guys are new today. And so I want to see, do you recognize this right here? Do you know what this is? Can you guys hear that? Justin is right, buddy. That's your guys' favorite beta president, Joe Biden. You guys ready to hear a little more? Sleepy Joe, baby. Joe, Grandpa Joe. You guys ready for a little more? I'll set the context of this sound. This sound right here, but listen. Here's where it comes from.
Look, if we finally beat Medicare, if we finally beat Medicare.
Oh, man. Oh. I got the buttons already locked in, bro. They're good. Yeah. You guys want to see where it's from? I'll just show it to you because it's just incredible, guys. It's one of those beautiful.
If we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
He did do a damn thing, and these people should be in jail, and they should be the ones who are being held accountable. And he wants to let elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary.
The way Trump looks over at him right here, I told you guys I'm going to make a t-shirt. We're going to put it on my shop, and I'm going to put this on my, I'm going to make a piece of artwork out of it. I'm going to put it on my wall. These two next to each other, Trump looking over at Biden while Biden's looking down, making these sounds. Listen to this.
Person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Oh man. And people say, why are you talking about Joe Biden? That's a thing of the past, because we want to remember what the rest of the Democratic leadership did. They paid people like this right here. Hold on. This guy right here.
A good bit of time with Joe Biden. I don't really, you know what? I don't really care.
They paid people like this. They bribed people to force Trump on us. To force him on us. They did everything they could. They knew he was out because they're the leaders of the Democratic Party. They're the elites of the Democratic Party. They did everything they could to force him on us for another 4 years. Just listen to this and don't ever forget.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. And you read the New Yorker interview.
If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. Random called it. The part in the beginning where I have to put that part in there. He says, F you if you can't handle the truth. Don't ever forget. Alexa, turn on Penthouse 10%. So, yeah. So, guys, that's what they did. They pushed that on us. You want to see who the up-and-comers are in the Democratic Party? You want to see who they are? You guys ready for this? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So something's off with today's Democrats. Take Katie Porter, who's running for governor of California. She's the left's latest ray of sunshine. And like the sun, looking directly at her will damage your eyes.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win, ma'am?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of, so you don't
I
think
feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
Well, to those voters, okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Oh, my God.
It's no surprise she freaked when she heard 40%, since that's her level of body fat. Then there's this recently surfaced nugget.
Look at this
The
nugget.
air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose.
Look, there's a person in the background of her screen. If you look behind her head on the right side, someone walks in her screen. You see that? She's doing a little fake-ass recording in her room. But watch what she does here.
To air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot.
Nice girl. Yeah. No wonder everyone who works for her ends up on a milk carton.
Get out of my shot.
If only she could retain staff the way she retains water. Then, wow, I know. There's left-wing streamer Hassan Piker, who's being accused of shocking his dog on a live stream.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just go, just stop.
I know. Let's see it one more time.
Yes. It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just go, just stop.
So what did he just do to that dog? And for what? Just standing
Hamas
up?
Piker,
And
he
that's
says.
the Democrats' new
Maryland,
model
I
for
never heard that. I
liberal
like
male
that.
masculinity. A guy who treats his dog the way Hunter Biden treats his penis. I mean, I don't know if he shocks his penis, but I'm assuming. Who wouldn't? If I had the options. And what of Greta, the left's favorite vegan Swedish meatball? She posted a photo of a starving Israeli hostage, claiming it was a starving Palestinian. But I guess they all look alike when you skip school for 15 years. Or maybe it's the brain damage you get when you replace a protein-rich diet with anti-Semitism. But at least her new haircut has Jews and Muslims both united in recommending a veil. Now, she's not a Yank, but she could be the face of the Democrat Party. Female, white, unhinged. I give her credit, though. She's the only hostage in history where the kidnappers kept sending her back. The list goes on. Chuck Schumer, he's still a grim ghoul who sleeps hanging upside down.
Trump and the Republican Party are hell-bent on taking health care away from 60 million people.
Oh, damn the music.
It's a disgrace. So Democrats have 3 words for this. No way.
How fake is that? The only time Chuck says no effing way is when the 8 Cialis pills he guzzled won't work. And Jay Pritzker.
Justin says, dude, it's almost unbelievable. Like if you showed this 25 years ago, you'd think it was a comedy movie. Bro, you would 100% worse than a comedy movie. I mean, it's just wow, bro. Fourth Horseman is not liking the jokes. Let me guess why.
Beta male.
And Jerry Nadler, insufferable. But at least we know what happened to those fat twins on motorbikes.
Tittles didn't say anything but came and name called everyone. Tittles, imagine being a okay. Tittles is gone. Come back tomorrow with a better attitude. Come back tomorrow with a better attitude. I didn't kick you from the whole thing just for 24 hours.
I always wanted to know what happened to them. And Akeem, as I call him, straight
What's up,
Obama.
Michael?
Looks like he's sleepwalking through a living nightmare. Then there's Schiff, Swalwell, Booker, 3 Dems who don't have one ball among them. And Brandon, Liz, and Tim, one's a buffoon, the other's a fake, and the other is stage 4 jazz hands. So it's obvious, it's not just the message, it's the manner. I mean, compare a campus pro-Hamas rally to a Turning Point event. On one hand, you have a misshapen mob. On the other, the cast of a hotter version of Melrose Place. Didn't the Dems once have some fun people? I mean, at least Bill Clinton looked like a good time. He was an inspiration to men everywhere who focused on banging ugly chicks. Today's Dems are different. They can't find their footing in reality. And true, the right has their oddballs, but here's the difference. They're fun. You know, Marjorie, Boebert, they at least look like they'd get drunk and shoot BBs at fat
like
kids.
a Roomba machine.
And be honest, getting locked up by Kristi Noem is a top 10 role-playing fantasy. As long as it's not at a kennel.
Ooh.
Hey. Fair and balanced. But the Dems, they seem so, what's the word for it? Ugly. And that's because the mind and body are intertwined, and you can't be physically appealing if your mind is drowning in hate. Look at TDS sufferers before and after Trump. Their posture, hair, faces. Kathy Griffin alone can scare stripes off a zebra. That's the opportunity cost of Trump derangement. It drains all the energy, the humor, and joy from your life. That's why it's not a syndrome, it's an addiction. And what happens with an addict? They lose interest in everything but the drug. They stop bathing, they stop trying, the spouse leaves, the bills don't get paid, the friends disappear. In short, you're Keith Olbermann. The Dems are in desperate need of rehab. It's visible on their faces. They need help, but they need to ask for it first. Until then, all we can do is wait. And don't ever ask them to dog sit.
Okay. All right. Letitia James, how about that? How about this right here?
Bigger trend of the President of the United States.
Senator Slotkin reacting to this as soon as it broke. Take a listen.
Yeah, well, obviously I haven't seen any of it. I'm just hearing it for the first time, but it just is part of a bigger trend of the President of the United States using the Department of Justice, using the legal system to go after political adversaries, using the arms of our democracy to go after political adversaries. Whether it's Comey or now James, Lisa Cook on the Fed, Adam Schiff here in the Senate. And if that doesn't send a shiver down the spine of anybody, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, because turnabout, I mean, you know, another administration could be in and suddenly the arms of the government are being wielded against the Republican Party. It's just a broken way to do politics. It's corrupt. And I think that, you know, anyone who cares about the Constitution and cares about our institutions surviving should care that the President of the United States is using Pam Bondi to do his bidding against adversaries.
Agree, Sean.
Well, the interesting
Justin,
thing about what the senator had to say there is that she's acting like this hasn't happened before. And I understand this falls in the category of whataboutism. What about this and what about that? But I have to tell you, it's the initial thought that comes to mind, which is what happened under the Biden administration? How many people did he prosecute? How many livelihoods did he throw in the trash?
Yep.
And let's not forget, they did try to throw a president into prison, okay? They really did try to do that. They have a mugshot. Do we need to remember that? So I'm not feeling bad or sorry or even troubled or concerned about our country when I hear someone like Letitia James has been indicted, especially when the evidence proves that she did commit a crime. Now, here's Scott Jennings because he reacted to what Senator Slotkin had to say. Take a look.
If Democrats like Slotkin are going to come out today and whine about selective prosecutions over Tish James, her entire career is built on the selective prosecution of one man. Now, I also believe what Elliot said. There's a process here. Everybody gets their day in court. Obviously, a grand jury saw enough evidence to bring charges. We don't know what they are, but a grand jury looked at this and says, okay, there's something here. She gets to go to court just like Comey, just like anyone else. But to me, it's just not going to fly to boo-hoo over selective prosecutions on this particular person who promised in her campaigns, who went after him on things, as Jonah said, that had no business ever happening, if not but for the man's last name being Trump. So I'm not going to.
How is that not a two wrongs make a right argument?
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying she gets her day in court. I'm saying a grand jury saw enough evidence to bring charges, and I'm saying she gets to go to court and tell her side of the story.
That's exactly right, and that's the way the justice system works. She will get her day in court, and there's no guarantee she's going to be convicted. And even if she is convicted, that still doesn't guarantee she will lose her law license and her career will end. That it doesn't mean any of that. But this is bad publicity. Politically, this is bad, we know, and it's a huge distraction for her. No question about it. But she will find, I guess, some comfort in all of this because she's going to play the victim. And the interesting thing is, if you pay attention to when she finally makes a public appearance and reacts to this indictment, I guarantee you she's going to say the same words that Donald J. Trump said when he was indicted.
How is Scott Jennings a liar? Scott Jennings is solid, bro. Love Scott Jennings. Dude is on point. Tell me one thing he lied about.
So I find that to be...
Mitch seems is showing to us that he's a
beta male. Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Interesting, but why don't we just cut to the chase? How good or how tight is this case that the prosecution...
Mitch said that Scott Jennings is a liar, and that, sir...
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
...has...
Mitch, you have no... Tell us, you said that Scott Jennings is a liar, so back it up. What did he lie about? We'll wait, actually. You know what? Let's wait. Come on, Mitch. Let's go. What is he lying about? Tell us what he's lying about. Because I've heard what he said about the healthcare. The dude actually knows what he's talking about. What did Scott Jennings lie about? If you are so sure that Scott Jennings is a liar that you have to come out here and yell it in our stream, as soon as you saw his face, you just blurted out, Scott Jennings is a liar. So back it up. What did he lie about? Let's go, Mitch. Pulling up the old... Yeah, exactly, bro. He has to go and... what do you think he's asking AI? What did Scott Jennings ever lie about? Quick, tell me now. They're asking me. They put me on the spot. AI, come on, AI. What did he lie about? He's refreshing his memory. He came out blatantly. Scott Jennings is a liar. What did he lie about? Let me. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look at it. Let me go check it out. I don't know. Come on, bro, please. It's the problem with a lot of the lefties that come on here. And now, mind you, we get along with a lot of lefties on here that are OGs. And you don't even know some of them because they're on here and you don't even know they're here, but they're lefties. We get along with lefties, but lefties that can talk and have a conversation. But if you're a lefty and you're just gonna be a cult fascist lefty, you're not going to fare well because we'll put you on the spot. Scott Jennings is a liar. And, yeah. How did he lie? I don't know, but he's a liar. Okay, bro.
Against her. Well, here is one perspective from CNN. Take a look.
How strong of a case do you think the Justice Department has? And separately, but relatedly, Lindsay Halligan, who is the acting U.S. Attorney, the
Andrew on the internet says, do you think people care to debate you on why you hate certain people? We don't care. Hate whoever you want. We see it for what it is. Who are you talking to? To me? Are you talking to me? Andrew, you are here after all, so which is it? Yeah. Thank you, bro. I was going to say it, but I want to see what's going on first. I wanted to, put them on the spot. But are you talking to me, bro? They're brain dead, bro. They're brain dead. The bot malfunction, the NPC malfunctions, bro. What is that show where everyone's like a robot in like the Wild West? Not the Wild West, but in like some desert. I forgot that show.
Eastern District of Virginia.
Andrew says, no one cares why you hate them. Ha ha. I'm not sure. Oh, Westworld. Yeah, it's like Westworld. Thank you, Merowyn and Random. Yes, Westworld, bro. It's like Westworld. It's like they're all of a sudden they're like, they get jammed up. They don't know what to do. Bro, you got... Yeah, Sean, exactly. Bro. It's so good, bro. It's so good. Vixie Puff, hello. Good to have you, Vixie Puff. Hello, hello. Spoken like a true leftist and take away the grind and evil. Take away what's right and evil is what's left. At least you guys can maybe understand what's going on. You guys try to give us this. You guys try to throw this on us knowing it was not good.
Eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
Andrew says, what do you mean they? I'm a Republican Christian. Do you mean a liberal? That's not me, but shows to you're delusional. But that's not me, but shows to you're delusional. Okay, you don't make sense when you type or talk, but it's okay. But you said something and you never backed up what you said. Who did I hate on? Who did I hate on, Andrew? You came out firing. Nobody really cares about what you hate, sir. We don't care, okay? We don't care about what you hate on. My name is Andrew, and I'm on the internet. Meh. What did I hate on, Andrew? That's what I thought.
Beta. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
What did I hate on?
That's a lie.
Mitch, I just responded to you. Did you get your feelings hurt now? You're calling that hate now? I'm a hater? I'm hating on you? Is that what you're trying to say, Mitch? Come on now. Let's see. You're crying. You're delusional if this is me crying. Begging me to debate you, not begging me to debate. I'm not begging you to debate me. That sounds very boring based off the way that you're speaking. Next statement. My statement was no one cares to debate why you hate these people. You still can't tell me who you are saying that I hate. Who am I hating? Who am I debating? I'm not hating anybody. You know what it is? It's just like when they call Trump a Nazi and they have no way of action. It doesn't mean anything. They use all of these. Who are these people? Random, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. These guys, I'm telling you, it's like when they are fascist. How are they fascist? You're the ones that censored everyone on all the major networks. You used the government to censor the people that didn't go along with your ideologies. Come on, bro. Come on now. Yes, you're spazzing like a girl. No, you are. You straight came out. Nobody cares that you're going to hate and we're not listening because we're not going to hate. Meanwhile, he's in the chat talking to us and engaging with us. Nobody cares that what you're saying and you're hating and you're a hater. And then, please, bro. Oh my God, bro. You never forget. They tried to throw this guy on us for another 4 years. I'll never let you guys forget it.
The COVID, excuse me, with dealing with.
And listen to the noises he makes, because I have him on my sound mixer, and I'm going to play him back for you on loud. Okay, listen to this.
Everything we have to do
right
with.
Here.
Look, if.
Did you hear that? You hear that? Listen. Thank you, Chelsea Johnson. They pop into streams and they lose their minds and they call us haters and they call us Nazis. They call us fascists. They call us extremists. They call us all of these different things. And what are they doing? It's called confession through projection. Sam Tech just said Trump is a fascist. That is confession through projection. Sam Tech just said Trump is a fascist, right? Trump is a fascist, he says. Trump is a This is for Sam Tech. Here you go, Sam Tech.
You are a Trump hater. And you are a beta male. You are a Trump hater. And you are a beta male.
Jesse Lee said it right. He said that just for you, bro.
You are a Trump hater. And you are a beta male. Beta. Beta male. Beta male.
Oh, man. Yep. You guys are the biggest fascist, and you go around using that word against you are saying the word fascist to people, and you're projecting your ideology onto them. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Biden is the one that used his governing power to silence people that oppose him politically. That's fascism. You want to see fascism? Guys, should I show them what fascism looks like? Do we have to do it? Here, let's do it.
While they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who is basically arguing against it. And they pushed us super hard to take down things that were honestly true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, you know, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down. And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. Like, we're clearly not going to do that. I mean, that is kind of inarguably true.
Who is they? Who's telling you to take down things that
it was
that talk about vaccine side effects?
It was people in the Biden administration.
Look how gone Julianne Fry is to silence people spreading public health disinformation about COVID. You just heard the man. It was true. And it's more than just this. He wrote a whole letter spelling out all the different things they silenced. They were forcing Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube to silence. Actually, no, he did it about Instagram and Facebook. Twitter had its own, where Biden was using the FBI to silence people on Twitter. And then YouTube came out 2 weeks ago just about the fact that it was happening on YouTube as well from Joe Biden, from the Democrats. That's fascism. And if that doesn't get under your skin as a Democrat, nothing will, and you're bought and sold just like everyone else. Andrew on the internet propaganda. This is real. This is the guy running the two number one media companies in the planet. He was forced by the Biden administration to suppress true information and to remove people's accounts that did not align with their own political beliefs and side with them. In other words, they came out and said it. We have a letter. I saved it, but I stopped showing it to people. I'm bored. You guys can look it up. There's no removing of your First Amendment. Not true.
That's a lie.
There's no removing of the First Amendment.
That's a lie.
Yeah, but I showed you fascism from your side. Are you going to just like go right around it? You're not able to actually like look at it and say, okay, that's true. And that's fascism. You can't do that. If you can't do that, we're not going to let you strawman and bounce us around to other things that aren't even true. Nope, not going to do it. So you're not able to be a man and actually look at your own party in the face and admit when they are actually fascist. And then I'm going to pull something up just so that we can hit it home for you, because since you want to jump around. We're going to go. I already gave you too much information. I gave you more information tonight. I'm sorry. I gave you more attention tonight. I give people, guys, do you guys agree? I gave people like Andrew on the internet more attention than they deserve.
100 years.
Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys agree with that or no?
While they're trying to
You guys agree with that? Sean, you agree? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yep. Here you go. Let's just hit it home for him. Let's just hit it home. This is for you. This is on my own page. I made this just for people like you so you can understand it, look at dates. And you want to look it up, you can. Who's the real fascist? September 23rd, a couple of weeks ago. Google admits censorship under Biden. Meaning Biden forced them to censor people wrongfully. Yeah. Then a year ago, Zuckerberg admitted on IG and Facebook that they did the same thing, censorship. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Ryan McGuire makes a great point. Twitter files before that. I should have put that in here too, but I wanted to do the two most recent ones. And people hate Elon on the left so much. They have they have Elon derangement syndrome. So it's hard to get them to comprehend the Twitter files. They think that's like somehow fake when it was like the most real thing. Yeah. And then here's the funny part is, because I have a lot of lefty friends, because I was recently on the left. As you guys that know me, I was recently on the left, just came to the right because of these things. That's why I post this stuff, because these are the things that made me switch. The funny part is when Democrats say, it's crazy these days, like the people on the right, it's like they're in your face. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, it's like when I go online, I see like things that are like from the right, like all over the place. I go, you mean you actually see them now? Whereas before they were censored and anyone that was on the right got their accounts removed and you didn't actually even see them. Now you understand what it felt like to be on the right when everything on social media was leftist and it was all in our faces. Now it's the other way around, and it's not even in your face like it was from the left, but because you never saw it for 10 years, 15 years, all of a sudden it feels like it's in your face. No, it's not in your face. It's just now finally there, and it feels like it's in your face. Did you guys like that one? You like that little? Yeah. You like that one? That was a good one. Yeah, same with everything else. Exactly, bro. Amen. Yes, sir. Yeah. That's what it was. Should I play you guys a couple of good gems, nice gems before we call it a night? Because it's 11 p.m. in Southern California. Should I give you guys a couple of beautiful little gems from my own Instagram? Guys, thank you for liking and subscribing my channel. I just hit 4,300 on live with you guys. Thank you so much. And really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for having conversation without calling people names. Thanks for having conversation and being respectful. Thanks for actually engaging in a back and forth. If sometimes it feels like I'm picking on you or making fun of you or poking at you, I mean, hopefully you can take it and I can take it as well, because you guys are just doing it to me all the time. But it's a back and forth. We're here to learn. We're here to have fun. We're here to have fun. Don't forget that part. Get entertained and discover some new things. Okay. Yeah, I mean, little things like calling people stupid and this kind of stuff. We have thick skin. We can handle that. But by and large, we're trying to have dialogue. I'm going to show you. This is my Instagram page. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you'll get a kick out of my page. If you don't like, or if you don't like agree with my side or my take, you'll still get a laugh, and you can at least, talk shit to me if you want to, if it makes you feel better. You have someone to yell at and let it out. I'll hear you out. Just let me know, hey, I'm the guy from your YouTube, and so because I won't see your follow. So if you do follow me, DM me and say, hey, I'm from YouTube. You told me to DM you, and then I'll know who you are, and we'll have fun, and you can go off on me if you want to. This is my Instagram. I have 60. I'm almost at 70,000 followers. I create my own reels, so I am very much the originator of a lot of the reels that you see online, coming from the right. And this one is not from the right. This one, if you've seen this is my reel. I originated this one right here.
Alpha dialect. The Gen Alpha dialect of English. I'm going to deliver the rest of this speech in your very own native tongue. It's low-key a huge W to be vibing here at Westtown High School for Languages Week. But chat, let's lock in. Propane prepared. Now, I know it's giving to Lulu for this chuggy boomer to speak in such skibbity brain rot, but if you'll bear with me, I'll put the fries in the bag in just a second. I do actually have a message here.
So, he is great, Merowyn. Yeah. Yeah, so I originate a lot of these. You can see this one in particular has 17.6 million. This is one of my favorite ones. It has only 4.3 million. I originate a lot of this stuff. You guys will enjoy, have a good time. Again, as I said, you guys can make fun of me. You guys can yell at me. I don't care. It's all good. I do live streams. I go in public and I actually talk to people unfiltered. He's a language guy. Exactly. I don't cut and give you just my greatest hits. I show you the actual real stuff. Let's play a couple of my good gems, and then I'm going to call it a night. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
We need to admit something very unpleasant. We have been lied to. For decades, people went on TV and told you that your history's all bad and your country's plagued by prejudice and intolerance. I have debated these people many times, and I always ask them the same question. If you were a woman or an ethnic minority or someone who was spirit, gender, or whatever, where would you rather live than the West? And none of them ever answer, because we all know the answer. We are being accused of performing terribly on the very things we lead the world in. We are being accused of performing terribly on the very things we lead the world in. We need to admit something very unpleasant.
You want to see another one? Another good one? You want to hear another good one? How many of you in this chat are for reparations? How many of you in the chat are for reparations? Are pro reparations? You believe that you should pay money to black people? How many of you? Ryan says yep. Ryan, are you saying yep to reparations? The girl in the bikini is Miss Medication. Reparations. Why are you talking about reparations specifically? Why? Because it's just a question. Because I feel like it. Who pays it? White people. Who do you think? White people. We actually, I don't know who would pay it. How do they pick who pays it? I don't know. Why white people? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. Random. I have no idea. Taxpayers are all white. Anybody for reparations? Okay, so you guys are gonna enjoy this. Andrew said, "Why? I've been here. Y'all stopped responding." Andrew, are you for reparations, Andrew? Some like pointed propaganda, but as a Republican, I don't stand with you. You're the worst of us. I could say the same about you, Andrew. Are you for reparations, Andrew? Do you want to pay reparations to black people, Andrew? Sheila Norot. Actually, it would be taxpayers that would be paying themselves. Stupid idea. Come on, Andrew. Put your name to something. Put your name to something. Do you agree with paying reparations to black people? Why are you specifically talking about that right now? It doesn't matter. Just answer the question. Because it's my channel, bro. I do what I want. No, I don't. He's mad just because I asked him a question. Look at him, bro. He called me a bitch. Look at Andrew, bro. Andrew's on a good one tonight. Here, let's play my reel.
I want money for what my ancestors went through.
And how much do you want?
Give me between 300,000 to $1 million.
You personally want 300,000 to $1 million
Yes.
of your reparation money.
Right.
And what did you do to earn that money?
I was born, and I come from the lineage of Black American slaves, and we never got our reparations.
At what point will the blacks stop begging and blaming?
Begging?
And blaming.
Who's begging?
The blacks.
I don't know who's begging.
For
What are they begging for?
reparations?
Arguing that we deserve reparations and affirmative action.
When will they stop begging?
When you give it to us.
And what is it that you want?
I want reparations. I want my money.
You want money.
Yes.
Your money.
I'm a foundational Black American. I want money for what my ancestors went through.
Sean, JLP is the man. I agree. Hans says discussion doesn't radicalize. No discussion is radical. We're just talking. Seems like you're trying to radicalize community. Why? Andrew, it seems like you don't understand like normal shit. We're just talking. Hans says Medi is base. Thank you, bro. I'm just showing you guys how people think, how this guy thinks, and how a lot of people think. I can pull up many videos on that. Justin is right. He just wants to use big words. Isn't that wild? There's a lot of people that want reparations. So who ends up paying reparations? Like, do they pick and choose who pays it? Because are they going to take taxes from black people to give them to black people? Like, I don't understand. I don't know, bro. It's wild. Should I show you guys another good clip? By the way, this is my beta that I just was telling you guys about. This is him. This is Sherby jumping out of the water to eat. Sheila says, I'm Irish. I want reparations for what my people went through. Everyone's ancestors have been slaves at one point in time or another. For F's sake. Everyone has gone through something at some point. You know what we should do? Everyone should pull out $1 and hand it to the person to their right and say, here's your reparation money. We'll just make one big, huge circle in the whole country. We'll all go outside one day and we'll stand outside together and we will line up right next to each other and we'll pull out $1 and we'll hand it to the person next to us and go, here's your reparation money for what your ancestors went through. Oh man, you guys want to see this guy? This guy in the chat, I forgot who was talking. Maybe it was Andrew. Somebody was talking shit on Scott Jennings. You guys want to hear a good one? Sheila, it's good, right? Ryan is right. Being covert. I think you're right. I'm not fooled either. I agree with Ryan. Sheila likes it. Let's go, Sheila. All right, you guys want to see Scott Jennings? Here we go.
Democrats have. Why do you think it is that Democrats have had such a hard time convincing men and young men in particular of their message lately, and conservatives have been much more successful at it through Trump?
It's very simple, because they care more about dudes who want to be women than dudes who just want to be dudes. That is the main reason.
Why do you think it is that Democrats have had such a hard time convincing men and young men in particular of their message lately, and conservatives have been much more successful at it through Trump?
It's very simple, because they care more about dudes who want to be women than dudes who just want to be dudes. That is the main reason.
So, I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. What's up, dude? You guys want another one? I want to send you off with some good ones, guys, because I want to call it a day. I got a lot to do. I still have work to do before I go to bed. How about Trump staring at the King of Morocco who fell asleep? One of my favorite reels. It's at 3.1 million views. You guys ready for this? It's a short one, but it's good. Here, 1, 2, 3.
La France salue avec respect et gravité les morts des autres nations que jadis
We don't
elle a
deserve
combattu.
them.
Gravité les morts des autres nations que jadis elle a combattu.
Look at this guy sleeping right here.
La France
Right here.
salue avec respect et gravité
Look at Trump.
les morts des autres nations que
We don't
jadis
deserve him,
elle a
guys.
combattu. Gravité.
We don't deserve him. He's funny. Even he doesn't even know he's funny, but he's funny. He's so good, bro. We don't deserve this guy, bro. Morrowind, the face he makes, sometimes you're like, here's another good one.
Do women have penises?
So I believe that women.
Democrats have gone so crazy. Women can have penises. That's not a thing. That's not biology. It's not science. And you sound like a lunatic.
And the women.
Should young girls just get used to penises in their locker rooms and showers? My next question, yes or no? Should little girls get used to penises in their locker rooms and showers? Yes or no?
I don't know what you're talking about, but what I will say.
Oh, I absolutely do. We've heard testimony today about trans women. Those are women with penises. Those aren't real women. If a man can be a woman, just identify as a woman, as you say, just by saying so, what is the point of having women's sports? What is the point of women's spaces? What is the point of women's scholarships? If you're just going to allow men to take them away, why even bother? Why bother? Do women?
You know, I'm telling you, you'll have fun if you dig into my reels. You will have a good time, and you'll probably end up sharing these with your friends. It happens this is just how, this is how, 86K. These are good ones, guys. Don't sleep on these. These are really good ones. This one I made, Trump shared. Trump actually shared my reel. This one right here.
When I first announced my run for Congress, I had this random white woman, liberal, walk up to me and ask, well, what about you isn't Democrat? To which I responded, well, besides my skin color, what about me is Democrat? And it was at that very moment that she realized that God gave her enough common sense to ask me about my values. Now, don't get me wrong, I was raised to vote Democrat down the ballot. So when I first started, I would say things like, I'm a Republican, but I'm not a conservative. But now I know all too well I am a full-fledged, hardcore conservative, and I'm proud of it. My favorite saying is I was born black, not Democrat. But in all seriousness, whenever I began to think for myself politically,
Andrew avoids questions and he keeps asking me, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Because it's my channel, bro. Because I do what I want to do. Because I'm not a
Beta.
like you.
Beta male. Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Come on now. Come on, Andrew. You fake Republican. Didn't believe you for half a second, bro. Please. How about another one? How about another good one?
You're a teacher. Yes. What is a woman?
What is a woman? Oh, buddy. All right.
It's too easy.
So we define gender as a set of preferences that you have. Gender.
Oh my God,
Gender
bro.
is a set of preferences we have. Woman is a social construct that we've agreed upon. Typically, we imagine womanhood as makeup or whatever. It is.
This video gets even better, but can you believe this? Like, is the left really going to stand behind teachers that can't tell you what a woman is? And this is Florida. He's a teacher in Florida, of all places. I thought you go to Florida to avoid teachers like this.
There is a difference between the.
I forgot I even said that. Wow. I like it. I kind of like what I said. But, dude.
The word woman and being a biological female. Woman is a social construct that we use. Listen for a second. I'm telling you what it means. Woman is a social construct. We agree on these set of preferences. If I tell you that I'm a man, it's because I want you to know that I like these set of preferences. If I tell you I'm a woman, it's because I want you to know that I agree with these set of preferences.
Can men give birth?
Can men or can males? Because males can't. Listen for a second. If you listen to your bio professors, you would understand there's a difference between biology and what we think
So
about.
I want to thank you for proving a great point.
What?
You are why we should eliminate the Department of Education. Thank you very much.
Random, bro. Thank you, man, for doing that. Thank you for pulling your son out and avoiding this kind of nonsense, bro. It's insane. His music teacher didn't have a single music-related class. She was just a SJW. I don't know what that is, but I gotta look it up. I have some good ones, dude.
I think you guys hate Elon Musk so much because he used to be on Team Left, and now he's on Team America, and he's putting his money where his mouth is. And
I don't like him because he's annoying and he has bad politics.
Oh, because he has bad politics.
No, and he's annoying.
So it's like a personal thing?
A little bit, but also he has bad politics.
Do you think he's done anything remarkable?
Depends on what you consider remarkable. It's
like, I don't know, launching rockets into orbit and then landing them?
The one launching the rockets, his employees are.
Okay, he's the inventor and the innovator of SpaceX.
He only has 4 patents to his name. Most of those are for the Tesla Model X, not for anything related to SpaceX.
And how many do you have to your name?
I'm not trying to be Elon Musk.
Yeah, it's so easy to like criticize. I don't like Elon.
No, I'm not trying to be him.
No, I think maybe you should just have a little bit more like awe at what this guy has built and what he has done.
Shouldn't we just be against the interests of any of elites?
No, I'm not against the idea of elites. You're always going to have people at the top of something. Top of institution, top of a school, top of a sporting event. The question is, will those people be noble and have duty, courage, and strong ethics? That's always been the question.
Yep. So then why are you touting Elon Musk as a good example of
because he's a great example. He gives a lot of money away. He also bought X, which saved freedom of speech in the West, $50 billion that allowed us to speak freely. And he's now sacrificing a lot of his time where he could be on a yacht in Monaco trying to find waste in our federal government so that your taxpayer dollars are better spent. That is an example of a noble elite. What would you like to have him do? He's worth $400.
Give away more of his money to other causes, because it seems like
nobody is going to use
$450 billion in their entire life.
That's not. But well, he gave away $50 billion basically for Twitter. Like, he's not going to make money on that. He gave hundreds of millions of dollars on political stuff. He's given away billions of dollars charitably. I'm just trying to understand. I think you guys hate Elon Musk so much.
Are you guys doing the what's it called? I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend, guy. That one. Kanan Quran. I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. Oh my God. That was South Park, bro. It was so good. I'm not your guy, friend. As they're like sailing away from the Canadians. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. Oh, dude. Should we play that before we go? He says, how do you know I'm not Canadian? Oh, oh, dude. I'm not your friend, buddy. Here. While they're, yeah.
Don't call me a rat, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. You'll regret this day, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. He's not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. We're not your buddies, guy. I'm not your guy, friend.
You know, because Canadians are always nice. So they're mad at each other, but they keep calling each other buddy and guy. Right? Do you get it?
Don't call me a rat, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. You'll regret this day, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
They're Canadians and they're hella mad at each other. And they're just, I'm not your friend, guy.
Buddy, guy. He's not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
God, bro. So good. So good. So good. All right, guys. One last one, and I'm going to let you go. This one is just to remind us that for 3 years, for 3 election cycles, that's 12 years. For 3 election cycles, the Democrat elites did not let their own voters pick their presidential nominees. Okay? You guys ready? Here we go.
By the way, it's just 3 straight nominations where Democratic voters didn't get a chance to pick the nominee. The elites picked Hillary Clinton, the elites picked Joe Biden, and the elites picked Kamala Harris. There was no actual set of voters who felt like they had a say in this.
Democrats, we should have had a primary for this midterm election. And we didn't. And so now we're living with the consequences of it. I hope that our party wakes up and realizes it. But there's a reality in that we should have given our voters an opportunity to make a decision for themselves. And by the time we had to make a decision, it was too late.
By the way, it's just 3 straight nominations.
That is actually CNN. And that's just as a reminder to ourselves. And again, this is another reason why I went from the left to the right. Here we go again.
By the way, it's just 3 straight nominations where Democratic voters didn't get a chance to pick the nominee. The elites picked Hillary Clinton, the elites picked Joe Biden, and the elites picked Kamala Harris. There was no actual set of voters who felt like they had a say in this.
Democrats, we should have had a primary for this midterm election. And we didn't. And so now we're living with the consequences of it. I hope that our party wakes up and realizes it. But there's a reality in that we should have given our voters an opportunity to make a decision for themselves. And by the time we had to make a decision, it was too late.
By the way,
it's always Trump's fault, guys. But Trump doesn't ever get credit for anything. Ask her one thing that Trump did, and there's no credit given. but everything else, anything that's wrong. Her dishes aren't clean because of Trump. Her laundry is not done because of Trump. If she gets a flat tire tomorrow, it's because of Trump. Justin, are you on Instagram? And by the way, Justin, good point. I'm going to start soon, most likely, a membership on YouTube where we can talk and send stuff to each other. Good night, friend, says Hans. Good night, buddy. TDS is legit. I ran out of toilet paper because of Trump. Michael Ann says we don't want a fascist leader. Good, then vote for Trump and vote for Republicans. Because Democrats are fascist. They literally did not let their own voters choose who their presidential nominees were. Yeah, Justin, Justin, let me ask you something. And I'm asking a lot of people. Do you prefer there to be a Discord or a YouTube membership where we just go to the membership side of YouTube, when we're off stream and we want to talk to each other, send stuff to each other, and I'm going to be doing like extra more personal videos and stuff like that. What do you guys think about that? Random, I know you choose Discord. You're a Discord guy. But I have to say I have a mix because a lot of people say they don't even know how to use Discord. Deshaun says Discord for the YouTube membership members only. So both. I was thinking either or, so I could just make life easy, not only for myself, but for my followers, for my subscribers. Because, dude, a lot of people just, they don't know how to run Discord. I know it's super easy. Trust me, I know. But a lot of people don't want an extra login. They don't want an extra app. They don't want to learn it. They don't want to figure it out. You got to remember, we got all shapes and sizes. Chelsea says, what is a Discord? Exactly my point. Yeah. That's the only thing. I almost prefer Discord because you guys don't know I'm streaming on multiple platforms. So Discord would kind of make sense. The problem is what I said though, is just people, we're going to just miss out on a lot of people. Aquariums likes Discord better. I'm sorry, likes Telegraph better. Telegraph, did I say that? Telegram better. Bruno says Discord and factors. Arlo says, I hear people say my Discord server. So does someone actually run a server or does it live live in the cloud? It lives in the cloud. I have a server. For example, it's in the cloud. They give you a server. They call it a server. I think you just get like a piece of a server. I guess I guess so does Discord though. Discord and Datcord. Blue Sky page to talk on. Blue Sky. Oh my God, bro. Justin likes send you stuff and you choose what you want to show. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Justin, people are already doing that. Just so you know, a lot of people are already sending me stuff They currently they're sending it on Instagram. DM. They're DMing me. Yeah. Aquariums DMs me. State Line, Jen. And State Line and Jen have become moderators. And I'll probably, we'll probably, we'll need more moderators too. Mara wants, can we do smoke signals? I'm in California, bro. Are you, will I see your smoke signal? I'm in SoCal. Okay, I'm in. Going to bed on my 100% American grown cotton sheets. Solid, bro. All right, guys, that was fun. Thank you all for coming on. That was a good moment. We talked about Islam, which typically turns into a disaster when you talk about it. But we did it. Got it. I've only got YouTube and Deshaun's Deshaun, bro. Gavin is working on some wildfires right now. Oh my God, bro. Oh, no offense, not gonna slide in your DMs, bro. Got it. Yeah, I know, bro. All good. So, okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. We hit 4,300. So 4,300. We're moving. Going to be 5K soon. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. One of you guys asked me to do a tour of my Porsche when I hit 5K. I could do that. But we got to figure out what I'm going to do. And appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for the dialogue. Deshaun says 10K tour. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Looking forward to it, man. Want to grow this and make this a sick ass community, bro. A badass community. Julian, I think we got to kick out Julian at some point. We tried to avoid it, but it just Jesus, bro. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you. Thank you for subscribing and liking and all that stuff. Appreciate you. See you. Good night.